So we've got our plants all spaced out properly. First thing we're gonna do, kind of eyeball where we have the plant. Try to remember that spot. I usually start in the middle and make myself a little circle. And then I'm gonna check for roots. When we place the plants, that's a good suggestion, but you wanna make sure that you're not right on top of a big root. You always wanna plant a plant exactly as deep as it's growing right now. There are some exceptions. Some plants you wanna plant a little higher, like a rhododendron or azalea. Rule of thumb is that the crown of the plant should be in the same place once it's installed. Yep, this one's gonna need the pickaxe too. Trick of the trade, you want your hole about twice as wide, but exactly as deep, as close as you can get it. So we look inside the plant, see that the soil level is here. That's the crown of the plant where the trunk meets the roots, and we don't want to bury that too deep or leave it exposed. So I'm going to use my thumb and forefinger and pinch my shovel and check it out. I think that looks really good. So I'm going to take some of my good compost and mix it in with my excavated soil just to boost the nutrients and the lightness of the soil a little bit. Give it a little head start. There we go. That was a little rough. Okay, we're not root bound, so I'm not gonna mess with the root system too much. I'm gonna put it back in and check. Looks like we're right at the right height. And I'm gonna hand backfill this mix. If you were doing a tree, you'd probably have a helper with a shovel. Try not to let any of the big chunks or roots or rocks fall back in there. As we go, we're gonna compact a little bit with our fingers. You want good soil to root contact. You don't want any air pockets in there, that'll kill the roots. But you also don't need to smash it really hard either. And then, when we get about 2 inches from the top, we're gonna add the magic ingredient. This stuff is amazing, you guys. This is mycorrhizal fungi. This brand is Soil Moist. It's called Mycorrhiza Transplant Formula. What this is, it's the naturally occurring fungus that lives on a forest floor. We've all heard by now that trees talk to each other. This is the way they do it. They also use the fungus. It's a symbiotic relationship. They give the fungus their sugars, and in turn, the fungus return to them what they need from the forest. They even think now, the scientists, that the tree will tell this fungus, go find me iron. I'm iron deficient. And the fungus will go find it and bring it back. I don't know, we're learning more and more every day, but what I can tell you is in 20 years of landscaping, when we first started, excuse me, Theo, when we first started, we would have to warranty about 10% of everything we planted, 5 to 10%. And then once we started using this stuff, it was almost 0%. It's amazing what it does for the newly installed plants. So you mix it in about 1 inch or 2 down from the top of the soil, because that's where the fungus would be in the forest. And I'm just packing it down a little bit, making sure that, again, no air pockets. Sometimes you leave a ring around a plant. In this case, I think we're good to just return everything to regular soil level. This is the perfect spot, and we don't need to retain any more moisture than what it will already do. Theo thinks it's the perfect spot. Is this the perfect spot, Theo? And then for mulch in this case, this is just a natural area, so we're just going to spread the stuff we raked away back in place. Let it be what it is, a woodland plant in a woodland setting. You'd never know it wasn't born there. There you go, buddy.